I need to get this off my chest because I'm spiraling, and I don't know who else to turn to. I've been lurking here forever, but this is my first post because my life just took a turn into absolute soap opera territory. I'm sorry if this is long and rambly. My head's a mess, and I'm typing this on my phone at 2 a.m. while stress eating leftover pizza. I need to know if I'm the crazy one or if my family's gone off the deep end. So, here's the story. Grab a snack, because this is going to take a while. I'm 29F, single, no kids, living in a decent-sized city about 3 hours from my hometown. I've got a solid job as a project coordinator for a mid-sized marketing firm. It's not glamorous, but it pays the bills, and I've been grinding to build a life I'm proud of. I've got my own apartment, a scruffy rescue mutt named Juno who's currently snoring next to me, and a small savings account. I've been squirreling away for a down payment on a house someday. I'm not rich, but I'm careful with my money. Budget spreadsheets, meal prepping, the whole deal. I've worked hard to get where I am, especially since I didn't come from much. My parents are blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth types. Mom's a retired nurse, dad's a mechanic. They're not perfect, but I always thought they had my back. Until now. Then there's my brother, Josh, 32M. Oh, Josh, where do I even start? He's the family's golden boy, always has been, even though he's been a walking disaster since high school. He was the charming, athletic kid who could talk his way out of anything. Detention, bad grades, you name it. Meanwhile, I was the quiet one who studied hard and stayed out of trouble. Classic sibling dynamic, right? But as we got older, Josh's charm stopped working, and his life turned into a slow-motion car crash. He dropped out of college after one semester, partied too hard, bounced between dead-end jobs, and started racking up debt like it was a competitive sport. Credit cards, car loans, sketchy business ventures with his shady friends, you name it, he's borrowed for it. My parents have bailed him out more times than I can count, from covering his rent to paying off a $10K loan he took out for a custom motorcycle that got repossessed in 6 months. I've tried to stay out of it. Josh and I aren't super close. We talk at family gatherings, but he's always been too wrapped up in his own drama to care about my life. I've never asked my parents for a dime, not even when I was eating ramen in my early 20s to make rent. I figured Josh was their problem, not mine. But, oh boy, was I wrong. 2 weeks ago, I went home for my mom's 60th birthday. It was supposed to be a chill weekend. Barbecue, cake, maybe some board games with my cousins. I drove down with Juno, excited to see everyone, and things were fine at first. My parents' house is this cozy, cluttered split level straight out of the 80s, with the same faded curtains and creaky floors I grew up with. It's home, you know. But the second I walked in, I could tell something was off. Mom was fidgety, Dad was quieter than usual, and Josh wasn't there. I asked where he was, and they just said, "Oh, he's busy." Red flag, but I let it slide. The next day, after the party, my parents asked me to sit down for a family meeting. No Josh, just me, Mom, and Dad in their living room, surrounded by old photo albums and Mom's collection of ceramic angels. I'm thinking maybe they're going to tell me they're selling the house or something normal. Nope. Mom starts crying, Dad staring at the floor, and then they drop the bomb. Josh is in deep, deep trouble, like $80,000 in debt trouble. Apparently, he got mixed up with some predatory lender for a crypto investment. I swear I almost laughed when they said that, because of course it's crypto. He's defaulted on the loan, the interest is piling up, and now he's getting threats from some pretty scary people. Like, break your kneecaps, scary. My parents are freaking out, saying they can't let Josh get hurt, but they don't have the money to fix it. They've already drained their savings from years of bailing him out, and their retirement accounts are basically gone. I'm sitting there, heart pounding, trying to process this. I feel bad for Josh, I guess, but I'm also like, how is this my problem? I've got my own life, my own bills. Then Mom says it. We need you to help us. We need you to pay off Josh's debt. I think I blacked out for a second because my brain could not compute. I laughed, nervously, not because it was funny, and said, "What? You want me to pay $80,000? I don't have that kind of money." Dad finally looks up and says, "You've got a good job. You're responsible. You've always been smart with money. We know you can figure it out." Figure it out? Like I'm some financial wizard who can pull 80 grand out of my ass? I'm trying to stay calm, but my voice is shaking as I ask why they're not making Josh deal with this. They say he's in over his head and not in a good place mentally. They're worried he'll do something stupid if they don't fix this for him. I get that they're scared for him, but I'm like, what about me? I've worked so hard to build my life, and now you want me to throw it all away for Josh's mess? That's when it gets worse. Mom, still crying, says, "If you don't help, we might lose him. And if you don't help your brother, we don't know if we can see you as part of this family anymore." I swear, Reddit, I felt like I'd been slapped. My own parents, who I thought loved me, were basically saying I'm out of the family if I don't cough up $80,000 I don't even have. I just sat there, staring at those stupid ceramic angels, feeling like the room was closing in. I mumbled something about needing to think about it and bolted to my car with Juno. I cried the whole drive back to my apartment, and I haven't answered their calls since. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm a wreck. I keep replaying that conversation, wondering if I'm the selfish one. Like, am I a bad daughter for not wanting to tank my life for Josh? I did the math. My savings is nowhere near 80K. I'd have to take out a massive loan, maybe sell my car, give up my house dreams. And for what? Josh isn't even sorry. I found out from my cousin that he's still posting on Instagram like nothing's wrong, flexing at some bar with his dumb friends. Meanwhile, I'm over here Googling how to declare bankruptcy, just in case I'm dumb enough to go through with this. I tried talking to my best friend Sarah about it, and she was pissed on my behalf. She's like, "Your parents are enabling Josh, and now they're trying to drag you down with him." She thinks I should set hard boundaries and tell them no, even if it means cutting contact for a while. But the thought of losing my parents, it guts me. They're not perfect, but they're my family. I love them. I remember how Mom used to make me pancakes shaped like hearts when I was a kid, how Dad taught me to ride a bike. But this feels like betrayal. Like they're choosing Josh over me because he's the loudest problem. I also can't shake the guilt. What if Josh really is in danger? What if he gets hurt and I could have stopped it? But then I think about how he's never taken responsibility for anything. He's 32, not 18. Why is it my job to save him? And why are my parents acting like I'm the bad guy for wanting to protect the life I've built? I haven't responded to their texts, but Mom left me a voicemail yesterday saying, "Please, honey, we're running out of time. Just talk to us." I want to scream, then make Josh talk, make him get a job, sell his stupid truck, do something, but I know they won't. They've always babied him, and now I'm the one paying the price. Reddit, what do I do? Do I stand my ground and risk losing my family? Do I try to negotiate with them, like maybe offer to pay a smaller amount, which I still can't afford? Should I confront Josh myself? I'm so lost. I feel like no matter what I choose, I'm going to lose something: my family, my savings, my sanity. Has anyone else dealt with something like this? How do you say no to your parents when they pull the family card? And how do I stop feeling like the world's worst daughter for even thinking about saying no? TLDR. My parents want me to pay off my brother's $80K debt from his latest screw-up, or they'll basically disown me. I don't have the money, and I'm furious they're putting this on me. But I'm also terrified of losing my family. Help.